Every single photo in that wedding slideshow was hers. Her compositions, her edits, her work, and the entire room was giving her sister a standing ovation for it. She sat there for 20 minutes and let it sink in. And I promise you, this story gets so much worse. Okay, so picture this. Two sisters. One of them is the golden child, charming, magnetic, the type that lights up every room she walks into and somehow gets credit for the sun rising. The other one? Quiet, talented, the kind of person who does all the work while someone else collects the applause. That dynamic had been running their whole lives. The older sister was the one their parents bragged about at every single family dinner. The younger one was just there, in the background, doing the actual work. And for a long, long time, she let it slide. She told herself it was fine. She told herself she was being too sensitive. She genuinely started to believe the story her family kept selling her. That she was the dramatic one, the jealous one, the one who needed to calm down. But there is only so much a person can swallow before it starts coming back up. It started in high school. The older sister took one of her art projects, her project, entered it into a school competition under her own name, and walked away with a scholarship worth hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars. And when she tried to speak up, her parents told her to let it go. Her sister needed it more. It would cause drama, so she swallowed it. Then came college. She was writing her sister's essays, cover letters. Eventually, whole assignments. Every single time she pushed back even a little, she was told she was being jealous, dramatic, too sensitive. And okay, this is already bad, but this is still just the warm-up, because eventually she built something real for herself. She spent years, quietly building a photography business from scratch. Portrait work, event coverage, a genuine portfolio she was actually proud of. She had clients, she had a reputation. She had developed a real eye for the craft. What she did not have was any idea her sister had been helping herself to all of it. Here's how she found out. A client, just a regular client, making conversation during a shoot, mentioned almost in passing that they had recently bought a print online, one of those beautiful shots, the one they recognized immediately, paid a significant amount for it. The seller was not her. I'm sorry. What? She went digging. And what she found made her physically sick. Her sister had been running an online shop, fake name, no trace back to her. Selling prints pulled directly from her portfolio website, photos she had never consented to sell, never licensed, never even discussed, and pocketing every single dollar. By the time she found it, her sister had been doing this for over a year. And she had made thousands. Okay, this is where it gets insane. She confronted her sister privately, like a reasonable person. Her sister cried. She said she had been borrowing the work while she figured out her own path. And I need everyone to sit with that word for a second. Borrowing. She was borrowing the income from someone else's business and keeping it. Sure, totally normal. But here's the part that really gets me. The wedding was only a few weeks away. So her sister begged, genuinely got on her knees and begged, for silence. Don't bring this up now. Don't ruin the wedding. She promised to pay back every single dollar. Against every instinct she had, she agreed to wait. And you'd think, okay, rough situation. But at least her sister came clean, promised to make it right, and now they can move forward. Right? Right? Her sister paid her a fraction of what she owed, then went completely silent. The wedding arrived. She put on the bridesmaid dress she had helped pick out. She stood up at the altar and smiled through the whole ceremony. She was cordial. She was composed. She was holding it together. And then came the reception. She's standing there and she overhears her sister's new in laws going on and on about what a creative soul her sister is. What a gifted eye she has. How impressive it is that she's building her own photography business. And her sister is just standing in the middle of it, glowing, nodding, soaking it all in like she earned it. And then the slideshow started. Every image on that screen, every single one, was hers, her compositions, her color edits, her client work, the photos she had spent years developing the skill to take, displayed in a banquet hall, in front of a room full of people, as proof of her sister's talent. And the room started clapping. She sat with it for 20 minutes. She gave herself time. She made sure she was certain. She was not going to do this in a moment of blind rage. She was going to do it knowing exactly what she was doing. Then she stood up. She walked calmly to the person running the slideshow, asked politely if she could say a few words, took the microphone, no yelling, no crying, no dramatics. In a calm, clear voice, she told the entire room that every photograph on that screen belonged to her, that she had built the business her sister had been describing as her own, that she had the original files, the metadata, and the watermarked source images to prove every word of it, and that her sister had spent nearly 2 years selling her work online without her consent and keeping all the money. The room went dead silent. Her new brother-in-law looked like the floor had dissolved beneath him. Her parents went completely pale. Her sister burst into tears. She set down the microphone and she walked out. And the karma? Oh, the karma was something else entirely. In the days after the wedding, she filed a formal copyright complaint and started talking to a lawyer about recovering what she was owed. This is not over. There is paperwork, there are receipts, there is metadata with timestamps that do not lie. But her family? Furious. Her parents called constantly, not to apologize, not to check on her, but to tell her she had destroyed her sister's marriage before it even had a chance to begin, that she had chosen the most extreme option when she should have handled it quietly, privately. Her mother told her what she did was unforgivable. And here's the thing that gets me every time I think about it. She had handled it privately, twice. She had given her sister the benefit of the doubt. She had waited. She had taken almost nothing in return. Her sister made a promise, cashed a fraction of what she owed, and then ghosted her for weeks. Her new brother-in-law was about to spend his life with this woman. He deserved to know. She believed that then. She still believes it now. But here's my favorite part of this entire story. The one person who did not come at her with anger after the wedding, her new brother-in-law's mother. A couple of days later, she sent a quiet message asking for a link to her photography portfolio. She wanted to book her for an upcoming family event. Some people, it seems, know exactly whose work they are actually looking at. So, here's what I need you to tell me. After years of staying silent, trying to handle it privately, getting lied to, getting paid almost nothing, and then watching her stolen work get a standing ovation at her sister's wedding, was she completely and totally justified in finally telling the truth? Or did she go too far by choosing that moment to do it? Drop your verdict in the comments. I genuinely want to know where you land on this one because our team has been going back and forth on it all week. Next up, a story that made our entire team put down our phones and just stare at each other. You do not want to miss it. Subscribe so you never miss a single drop of drama. Stories shared on this channel are inspired by real experiences posted online. All details have been anonymized and rewritten. Any resemblance to specific individuals is coincidental.